Yo, people, welcome back to the Quik Fix. That is, it's your boy Naro here with Ari. Ari, for the people who are unfamiliar, let them know what Quik Fix is all about.
All right, so Quik Fix is a roundup of the news that we missed throughout the week, especially this very short week. So let's get into it. So Floyd flossing fail. That's a tongue twister. So a video that went viral on social media earlier this week showed the Minister of Agriculture, Floyd Green, maskless at a restaurant drinking and laughing with friends as they cheered to No Movement Day. So, the ire was swift on social media, with many calling for his resignation and the police to get involved. On Wednesday, Minister Green met with the Prime Minister to discuss the video and his future within the cabinet. Floyd Green has since resigned and issued an apology through all mediums, print and video. In part, he has acknowledged his participation in the breaking of the law, but he promised to work hard at regaining the trust of the Jamaican people. Andrew Bellamy, who was also identified in the video, lost his position on the Southeast Regional Health Authority Board, as well as seats he held at KSMAC committees. So former advisor to the now former Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries, Floyd Green, Gabriel Hilton, has also tendered her resignation from all state boards on which she held membership. Prime Minister Andrew Holness in Parliament on Wednesday has since revised the weekday lockdown days to just Saturday 6 p.m. to Monday 5 a.m. with No Movement Day on Sundays. So what do we think, Naro? Should he have resigned?
Most definitely. And I don't get why people are questioning the resignation or the firing if other reports are to believe, because I've seen reports that it was Andrew that basically recommended him or recommended that he resign. What you mean him get fired? Yeah, in layman
I
terms.
Suggest that you resign.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Suggesting. I am vehemently
you know what I mean?
suggesting.
Leading it on this path. Just do it, bossy. But yes, I think the resignation is justified. He pretty much owned up to breaking laws, which is why the police is investigating the video and the people involved as we speak. Speaking of, I don't get why there's an investigation, or them say that they need to identify the location of where the event took place and the date of. The Gvnman already identified them about an article that say, yo,
the Gvnman is in
the Last Supper, and I yes, which is very clever, by the way, very funny. Speaking of being very funny, I can't help but think and use harsh words such as clownery. And this is where people's, it seemed damn near obsession with social media. And this I go for the two main stories that we're going to talk about. I don't get why this had to be videoed. I don't get it. It just goes to show people's just being enamored so much with social media that they have to video every single thing. It's like in the video, it could be you could see the trifecta of fuck-ups. One, them not social distance. Two, they're saying it's No Movement Day in the video. They will give cheers to that. Three, to compound it all, you hear them say, shower, so as to further emphasize who is the ruling party right now. And it was all caught on video. And why this is such a monumental fuck up in my mind is that nobody, Floyd Green, nobody around him, nobody saw somebody videoing and had a problem with it. And when I see them thing there now, it says to me that there's comfort. There's comfort. There's a level of comfort there. And this is why we need a strong opposition. Speaking of clown shows, if we had an actual opposition, I don't think some of the things that we see happening in this current administration would happen, or at least with the level of comfort that I see happening. That I see that I go on with. It's amazing to me that nobody while giving them cheers, could I say, yo, no video, stop video that. And I want to say kudos to the young lady that leaked this video. And I hope say, yo, yeah, keep yourself safe, because there will be people who will be after you. I hope she knows and recognize that. But kudos to you for leaking this. I see him give an apology, and it sounded sincere.
Yeah. He was very contrite. But no matter what, you have to say he was very contrite.
It sounded sincere.
Yeah.
And all while go on, I know that people are, at least the sentiment surrounding, some of the sentiment surrounding him resigning is because he seems to be a good performing minister. Seems to. But still, the key word here is accountability. They can't have this monumental fuck up out there and then just expect it to be swept under the rug. I know that the Prime Minister and this current administration, they're very key on PR and how things look out there in the public. You cannot have a minister out there cheering to No Movement Day and No Movement Day. When I saw the thing, Ari, it come in like it was the purge. It come in like it was the purge, like when the white people were toasted to the purge. I'm like, how tone deaf are these people? People right now are suffering. Them upset that them can't earn a living because of these No Movement Days. And out here a cheer and a celebrate. It came off as so insensitive. And for people not see that and a question, what a big deal. Uno not get how things look and how things affect people right now in our society. Why this would be a big thing. I don't get people. I guess what will happen is that he will be reassigned. Maybe down the line he will be put back in this position. But still, there had to be an accounting. There had to be some sort of hammer that was swung. And yeah, him just have to just take it. I just saw him fuck up.
Yeah, attention is the currency. No, Naro, cause I mean I'm like, more and more I said police jobs are going to be so easy because people are actually filming their crimes and their God, it's just a sad thing for me, and a sad situation, because I do think that Minister Green was an effective minister. I think that he was promising, and he was very, like, he always seemed very serious and, like, put together, and he's about the country and the business of the people. So, it was just very shocking. Like, I don't even know the other word, but just shocking. Like I said, what? And I agree with you, Nara, that I think the thing that really sunk this entire gathering was that they cheered to the No Movement Day. There is no way that the Prime Minister could have seen this and tried to excuse it, to say, well, it's another day, or it happened on Friday, or something like nothing. But the fact that you guys were cheering and toasting, I think that was the death knell to say, you guys, like, I'm the government, I'm a minister, it's cool, I can get away with it. And you couldn't, not with so many people suffering, with so many people, like my friend, like my goddaughter and a friend, them celebrate their birthday literally on Sunday and Monday consecutively. And one of my friends, she literally have to fly out because she said, no, man, nah stay down here for my birthday. Like, I'm not gonna stay in my house for my birthday. No, she fly out. And I'm like, yeah, because so many people have to adjust. Like Javi, albeit she was pregnant, but that Prime Minister literally shut down the birthday, shut down the country on her day, because that's when her birthday fell on a Sunday, and I think that's when the first lockdown happened. So so many people had to adjust and make adjustments. I really don't understand why these government officials really, they couldn't have made the adjustment as well. And nobody was saying that they can't celebrate, but if you're going to do it, why was the camera out?
Why
Was it out? Why did it have to go on social media? It's like you're rubbing it and thumbing it in people's face.
Openly mocking the people.
Exactly. And
that cannot move.
there was no way to twist it. There's no way to turn
None.
it. And again,
Open and shut case.
Yeah, and I mean, I really am sorry, because I do believe that Minister Green, well, former Minister Green, was an effective minister, and again, so promising. But I personally don't think this is the end for him. I think it's just a thing that him have to. It would be a lesson. I see people saying that, oh, him shouldn't get fired, him shouldn't resign or whatever. But I was thinking that this is a constant catch-22 that the government find themselves in all the time, and more specifically Prime Minister Holness, like him constantly have to find himself between, like, is he doing too much or is he doing too little? Is he hard on some people? Is he hard on or is he going light or easy on some people? And it's like a constant catch-22, and that is why I say I would never want to be a politician, and more so like the leader of any country. But I'm a Jamaican, so I wouldn't want to be the leader of the country, because is that you cannot listen to outside voices, because so many people, and I'm sure him probably deep down, him probably never want to have to fire him or have him resign.
You think he wanted to see that video on
right?
social
But
media?
then because and as the Prime Minister said, that he cannot enforce it. He can't go about it in a very dictator way, when already the dictator people are trying to put that on him. He can't do it in a forceful way. So he wants willful compliance to the rules that he is enforcing, and for his government minister to just disregard it the way he did. He had to. There was no ifs and
there's
buts about
precedents
it.
for this as well internationally.
Yeah, so
in other countries.
He couldn't. So it's hard. It's very difficult. I feel very bad, and I do think that Minister Green's apology was sincere. It's just a learning lesson for everybody around. I'm glad that Andrew Bellamy
I think it was more apology saying it, but
I mean,
it
yeah,
came off sincere.
Of course, yeah. I mean, yeah, and I mean, to be honest, I don't think that him probably is like him probably. I feel like this is the first time he ever do something bad, and like him get catch, and he's like, me. It just seemed like that kind of person, because from all intent and purpose, he's really pretty much about work and trying to work well. So it's just a bad situation all around, and I hope that him bounce back, and I know he can. I mean, trust me. 1 year from now, when we're over the pandemic, and probably the Minister Nigel Clark can get the economy flourishing and going, I'm sure no one would care about this. No one is going to business. People are spent, people have money, and people alive and healthy. So that's the main thing,
because
to get
Jamaican,
out of this pandemic.
Yeah, man, we wishy-washy. And
it's not even wishy-washy. It's just like, I mean, for the most part, people are upset because of the moment that we're in.
Especially on the back of what's going on with the tourists and all that.
Right. So, it's difficult, but
I'm sure, just to add to that, Ari, not to cut you, but the Prime Minister was feeling the heat from that, from the criticism from that
he
as
was.
well.
He was.
And let's not get it twisted here. Tourists and tourism is number one.
Bread and butter.
People are questioning, and put the tourists them above the people.
Yes, he has to.
Yes, he did. You know what I mean? And I feel like people, probably if he was more straightforward, or if they were more straightforward with it, maybe people more understand.
I agree with you. That I think that what needs to happen is that he need to have a matter of frank discussion with the country, with the people, and let them know exactly what it is that it is. So when I say lock up the country, if we lock up the country, we've pretty much got dead.
But then
tourism is our main bread and butter.
But then what's happening with one of his ministers?
Then of course, which is holding him accountable and whatever.
The hypocrisy.
But
of course, the people have to
and
be
the thing
upset.
is that me I say you can't really blame the Prime Minister for that. Like you can't blame other people action on him, right? Him supposed to be able to hold a tight rein, but
it could be said that is a reflection of him, even though I know that he himself must have been livid, because there were reports that he was indeed livid about this. But it could be seen, it is a reflection of him. That's why he had to act so swiftly as a leader, because if he just let this fly, then it could have been seen and say, this is what I tolerate and the type of crime I keep up in my cabinet and administration. Had to move. But it cannot just be without blame or without any criticism in this, even though it's not his fault or the people who they in the video.
And it's just overall reflective of the country itself. Like people, there's the rules, but there are a few people who just think that the rules don't apply to them. Like the Linstead party, what I say, I saw that. I saw a video of a big party I keep at Linstead. People keep them on them secret parties. It's just that Floyd and his team just
decided to do the video
to capture it. And I mean, and his face, their faces were so properly shown.
Clearly.
So, like, that's the issue. Anyways, another trend that we're seeing, so cops and gunmanship, apparently. So cops could be facing disciplinary actions for their involvement in a TikTok trend of officers in uniform lip-syncing to Skeng hit Gunmanship. One video that was posted by CJ the Chemist, the producer of the rhythm, showed two female officers with rifles mouthing the lyrics of the song and imitating pulling a trigger of a gun. So head of the JCF Corporate Communications Unit, Senior Superintendent of Police Stephanie Lindsay, confirmed that the cops were being penalized for their performance videos on TikTok. So a couple of videos with the officers on TikTok were sent to IPROB. The officers are facing disciplinary action, she told the Observer Online. So Commissioner of Police Major General Anthony Anderson, in a virtual press conference, said that the lyrics of the songs are not consistent with the expectations the public would have of the officers in their uniform. So, when I first saw the video, I immediately laughed. And I'm just like, what is up with people? Like, Kippridge won me from 2002, I think 2002, 2003. It's a telephone thing. I got match up with life, and this was
Buju won last year though.
Pre
Buju seeming not talk about Buju seem like a
prophet.
A prophet right now. I don't
know. And this was pre cameras in the phone, or at least the quality of the cameras in the phone. And he's just like me. I said, why we always need such attention? Like, why? And even if you think that you're doing it, you're sending it, or you're doing it for a close group of people, that proved to me more than ever that's not the case. I know there was a report when Instagram just introduced the close friends thing. Like, you have a close friend in the Insta stories, right? And a pastor in America, he was actually outed. A young pastor, he was outed because him put in my close circle friend. So him and him boyfriend, I show him boyfriend, and I think they were having like some like a PDA in the close friends group, and it get outed because somebody screen recorded and put it up and share it. And I'm just like, you see, not even people you think are your close friend you can trust. And I don't understand why people do this. Like, when they do these things, not thinking that it's gonna be released. Like,
but are them releasing?
That too, or but it being out in the public. And I think the crux of it is the song, because the song I talk about gunmanship, like put a run up if you're bad. Like, you're the police, you're supposed to be protecting me
from said
lyrics. I don't know. I just don't get it. I am confused this week. Literally, I was confused this week. And I mean, of course, I know people aren't perfect, and maybe down the line some shit may happen to me. I don't know, but I am so afraid. Like, somebody literally message me and say, "Are you not post?" I say, "Nope." Like, I just don't feel in the vibe to post. There is nothing really that I post. I post other people content that I find funny, but I am so scared now. Like, I've always been, but even more so now this week. Like, I don't want to ever post anything ever again. It's crazy.
She said 10 minutes after posting something on Instagram.
Different.
I would say I saw the post, and I was immediately intrigued to see what people would be commenting on said post. And not one person had anything bad to say. And that I found surprising as well. Along with, of course, the video in question. But when I saw the comments basically praising these females, it take me back to the time when Vega said forward on the podcast and say, if crime for God, people are vexed.
crime for go away.
If crime for go up, the people would be upset. Cause it just seem like it is almost ingrained in our culture, in our society, to be enamored with badmanism.
Bad man culture, you're right.
I will say the song bad.
It is. I know. I hate
The song is bad, and I know. I just to show the duality
yes.
of us as a people.
Yeah.
And you can call it too whatever.
Yeah.
The song is bad on the surface of it.
Yeah.
But for say 2 police officers, women at that, basically glorifying it, it was jarring to me.
Endorsing
it was
as police.
Immediately jarring to me. And as you bring up, Ari, in this time where so much things are going on with people phone, especially on the back of Creamy.
Yes.
Nothing never tell these young ladies,
Oh
nothing. So yo, don't video this and put this on TikTok.
While in uniform.
Why in uniform?
And you have the government
if it
gun
was,
them.
If it because either way, when I start, I'm gonna say, 2 things could be happening, but either way, them fuck up. It's either them are people who dress up like police and have gun, you fuck up because you're impersonating an officer, and that, I don't know if I play good, but they look real to me. So that are on actual police officers and on in a uniform and I do this foolishness. It turns out that it was the latter. And now they're being rightfully investigated. I think a suspension is on hand.
I don't know what would be the consequence.
I think so. Just like with Creamy, take a couple days off. I don't think it's anything for them to hand up their badges and guns. You know, if a chief to say, okay, hand in your badge and gun, turn it in.
You're ruining my city.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
We need as much help with crime. 2 young ladies as well.
Yeah, of course.
It's just them being caught up
in the hype
of social media and wanting likes, which the more them thing I go on, the more I get confused.
And this
by
thing is, I think this is it. If they did it outside of uniform, fair and
it
fine.
would have been innocent.
Like,
without the gun,
fair
them, of
and
course.
fine, but do whatever. But when you have on, it's just like your school. Like when we all go. I don't think anybody here, or I don't know anybody that got to like a school like America where you're able to wear whatever you want. But uniform, I've come to accept why uniform is so why we wear uniform in the country for schools. It's about commonality and you're representing an institution.
Yes.
And I think that is the main thing. Once you have on
One
any
that
uniform,
should command respect.
Exactly.
And doing them things like disrespect the uniform.
Exactly. When you wear the uniform, you're representing an organization.
So as an organization that is sworn to serve and protect against violence, to sit in a uniform basically glorifying violent lyrics, they should have known better. They should have known better.
Anyways, so I mean, guys, can we just put down the phones? Like, please, let's just put the phones down for a minute.
Yeah, just put it down for just one.
Like a minute, like, you know,
just 1 minute.
or think twice before
your
we post.
video and post. Yeah.
Like, think twice. All right, so Sha'Carri likes dancehall. So spring sensation Sha'Carri Richardson attended the Met Gala on Monday, where she wore a Jamaican-born designer, Edwin Thompson, who is the head of the fashion brand Filio. I don't know if I said that right, but I think I did, for the theme American Independence. So Richardson wore the Theophilio's red and orange corset style top with a black fringe skirt and paired the look with thigh-high strappy stilettos. Richardson kept her makeup and hair subtle and simple, yet bold. She also accessorized with a black leather wristband and a black choker. She shared that the look was inspired by the phoenix, the mythical creature she most identifies with, as the story is about rising from the ashes. Given the year she had of missing the Olympics to now her rising stardom. So Sha'Carri also posted a video of herself singing and vibing to Diani and Jada's song, Feelings, with a mysterious hand cupping her face. So she captioned the video, "It's obvious that I'm in love with you." So, should we now give her a break, Naro? Should Jamaicans
Before
give her
I
a break?
answer that, she said she wanted the outfit to resemble the phoenix. I think she had the wrong bird in mind, because what it ended up resembling was that of a jumper. which it's basically all over social media right now.
People are mean.
I saw the dress and I saw the info, little tidbit of information that it was designed by a Jamaican designer. And when I saw that, I said, this girl throw level it gone up by a next 1,000, right? I saw that. But then now, when I really examined the dress, I say, yeah man, the designer did a throw her back. Because that name look good at all, mama. You know what I mean? And I think we can add a next, name to your laundry list of late Sha'Carri. We can start calling it that. Because that's what it looks like, mama.
I thought we were friends with her now.
No, we're never friends.
I thought we like her
We're
now.
never your true friends. We wanted to exploit you so that we could further ourselves. So we can have our female sprinter them further themselves. You know what I mean? We're never really your friends. With that being said, when I saw the video of her listening to Ari and Jada, I felt a bit conflicted. So I say, yo, big it up, yeah, man. Kasha, big up the song, big up Diani, big up Jada Kingdom. It just goes to show, say, yo. Big up our oh, big up Echo Beats, real. Big up himself, real. But it just goes to show the power of the music and the culture. And I think it was her kind of trolling as well. With them type of trolling that I can go along with. Because it help promote. You know, it help promote the music and the culture. So, big up Sha'Carri.
Come on, Nara, be nice. The outfit was, I don't like the outfit, but
You're being kind.
I don't know why people are compare it to Jankro, the vulture. I don't know why. Not really. It's ugly. But I mean, the Met is about costumes. Like it's avant-garde wear, so it's never really about, outfits that
I'm aware, but Fiaro ain't look good. So even with the outlandish one, some of them look good.
I really take it for what it is. But no, I don't know. I guess it's nice, and I mean she's playing it into it, and I don't mind that either. And she have like 2.1. How much followers now she have?
Over 2 million.
Yeah,
she'll be sure to correct us.
Yeah, so it's good for Diani and Jada. Them song get promoted. That's good. I hope that they at least she tagged him. Did she? Well, no.
I don't know.
But maybe not. But people will go out and say, oh yeah, well at least Jamaicans who follow her, because I'm sure Jamaicans follow her just to hate on her. Weird, but whatever. Will comment and say, oh, Diani and Jada, blah, blah, blah. So that's good. But I just find it weird though. Like Americans really love, like she come 9th and she wants star and like, oh, she get invited on the Met. Like, I don't know, it just weird to me.
I wonder that
it's
too.
Weird,
like, oh, she
like,
reached there, so.
Yeah, like, but I mean,
too.
anyways, if you can afford it, if people like you, because I guess, I see that the sport maybe looking into their weed ban or their drugging.
I saw that
weed.
too.
So, I guess.
Banning weed as an illegal substance.
Yeah,
in the
so
sport.
I guess she's doing her job.
Something yet to thank her for.
I don't know
if that is the case.
But Americans sure love America, and I like that.
I will say though,
they do them back her.
Yeah, and she better leave it up because this might be her last invite. Because if she not start win and dominate, then yeah, all of them things are a job. But then I will say with the weed thing and with her subsequent performances post ban. It made me really look into those theories. Say, oh, should I use it as a masking agent? Because those times she been running and those performances post the ban have been horrible. So,
let's see what happens. So, they hope them going.
Fishy out here for you.
I hope they look more into it.
Or should I say more birdie?
Anyways, that does it for Quik Fix, guys. Tell us if you agree with us or not. You can like, share, and leave a comment down below.
Right, this up.
Yeah.